The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Browns.
Okay, break. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To Keelan Cole. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 26-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. He'll get this one to Patrick. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tim Patrick with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Chargers nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is Jakeem Grant. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On second down, it's Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That second down play nets a -4. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Toss left to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
40's the line. Squeeze. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Shoot. Watch safety green.
Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The throw taken in by Cole. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Montgomery, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
The score, Browns 21, Chargers nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Go Chiefs!
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
The ball carrier.
And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Cook. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Carr. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. That is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. It's complete to Grant. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
41-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right. That'll be complete to Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Operating for the gun. Carr looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Darren Waller. As the first half is winding down. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being inside the 40. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Now! 180! 180! We're good! 180!
Running for it. Here's Cook. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, And what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 57.
Carr now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Check 20.
Easy. Kill.
From the gun, Carr. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Browns drive about to get started, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right?
He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Montgomery. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
First down. 1st and 10.
On the carry, it's Cook. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
Now Carr. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Now! 180! Check. Watch 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
19 Tiger.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. Very quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now a run with Montgomery. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now, Carr again. And this will be caught. in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting at the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, cause you're forced nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. With the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residence, 3 different ones a week. It's time to and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is
sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that didn't win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. Looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root ball, people ain't need to go open up the reach. Everybody claim to be great at all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speed of what you gon' do to stop exactly. You built like that.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed me. Land trying to keep the people stable the way I feel. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black. Born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why these people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play play by the rules. Guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude. Poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. When they touch in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle. Fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle. The top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion. Only built for confusion. The institution. Modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No city was that never be the same.
Everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
There we go.
Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20.
I got you, son. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55. I'm here all day. Out, 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 out. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Play action. It's Herbert. Flushed out, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. D. Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the Giants send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position.
1st and 10 at the Giants' 43-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st down, Jones. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Double up, double up. Cowboy 80.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Caught right side, Tate. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Mike 7, Mike.
They try again with Cook. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Now Jones. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Cook on the toss left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dalvin Cook, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, oh.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Cowboy 80. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Who there? Who there?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Trey Burton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Giants nothing. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Herbert off of play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready, ready. 4, Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Rip right. Rip right.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They go with Jacobs. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Mike 7. Mike 7.
On first down, Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Up from his safety spot to charge in and make the play, Landon Collins. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Mike 7. Mike 7. That's right.
Jones to throw on third down. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And that one makes it 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's got it up and through.
The score, Browns 21, Giants 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 6. Oh, a nice spin. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
60 vices. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 54. Push him back. Go. Push him back.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Cook fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll buy some time right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Double tight. Hey,
a toss to Cook.
Run. Get it.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Trey Burton with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Williams to return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Eat. Here I come. 18, pioneer. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
54. Hey, let's get this.
To throw again, Herbert. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And how about that for just running out the clock? And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Shit!
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Cook. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Mike 54.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Mike 7.
Check pass. Check pass.
Again, it's Cook.
Tight down. There you go.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Williams. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time where they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Okay, ready? Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
I'm coming.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he finds Stills, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Cowboy 80. 65.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least.
And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and move it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Herbert now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Mike's 42. You must be drinking. Warrior 70.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 12. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
Sliding out of the pocket. Out to the right here to Shepard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Hiking 18. 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
55. On first down, it's Cook.
Check.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
I'm coming after you.
Mike's 5-4, Mike.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
On second and goal. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Rolling to his right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And that is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Time to go, night.
On second down, 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right now.
Allen has it, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Flush to his right. And Allen's got it. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Catch made here by Campbell. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Again, Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe a fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trey Boston up to make the tackle. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Let's go right here.
They run it again with Cook. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
49, check 49, check 49.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
The Browns' 1st down.
They run. Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Here we go, Shaq. Hustle. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congrats. to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to